Good morning, ma. Previously, we have seen about the poisoning in children. Now, let us see about the drowning in children. Coming to the drowning means it is the most leading cause in the deaths of the children. And in the United States, usually out of every four children, one will die out of the drowning. And usually in the children 1 to 14, drowning is the second leading cause of the deaths. And usually when we see this drowning, how long does it take for the child to drown means usually it takes only 30 seconds. That is, if it is a very short period for the child to drown. Drowning means it is nothing but falling into the water and they are unable to breathe in the water, and they will aspirate the water. That makes them unable to breathe. So it takes only 30 seconds in the children to have the drowning, and usually this is the worst condition in children, and it is seen out of every 4 children one death is about of the drowning. When drowning, a child will involuntarily take a breath, drawing water or directly into the airway. And the most common causes of drowning are usually lack of swimming ability, and there no barriers around the pool, lack of supervision, failure to wear life jacket, and use of alcohol. These are the most common causes of drowning. That is, no barriers around the pool, lack of swimming ability, lack of supervision, failure to wear swim jackets, and alcohol use. These are the common things. Drowning is the third leading cause of unintentional injury deaths throughout the worldwide, and 7% of the injury related deaths. These are estimated about 236,000 annual drowning deaths around the world, and global estimates may significantly underestimate the actual public health problem related to drowning, and children, males and individuals with increased access to water are more at risk of the drowning. And usually this drowning is the process of experiencing respiratory impairment from submersion or immersion in liquid. That is, just now we have told, it is nothing but falling into the water and unable to breathe. And outcomes are classified as death, morbidity and no morbidity. And usually in 2019, an estimated 236 people died from drowning, and usually the majority is the health problem is the in world is drowning. And the global burden and death from drowning is found to be in all economies and regions, and low and middle income countries usually 90% of unintentional drowning deaths are seen, and according to the WHO usually 27 to 32 times there is a high risk of drowning in the United Kingdom. And the global report on drowning is child drowning statistics from a number of countries presented in global report is usually the top 5 causes of death for people aged of 1 to 14 years for 48 to 85 countries usually include. In Australia 1 to 3 years there is a leading cause, and in Bangladesh 1 to 4 years there is 43%. In China about 1 to 14 years there is problem of drowning, and usually the causes are low socio-economic status and ethnic minority, lack of higher education and rural populations, infant left unsupervised or alone with another child around the water, alcohol use near or in the water, medical conditions as epilepsy, tourists unfamiliar with local water risk and features. These are the usually causes, leading causes. Coming to the prevention, there are many actions to prevent drowning: installing barriers, example covering walls, using doorway barriers and playpens, fencing swimming pools, etc. to control access to water hazards or remove water hazards entirely greatly reduces water hazards exposure and risk. Community based, usually supervised child care for preschool children can reduce drowning risk and prevent health benefits. Teaching school age children basic swimming, water safety, and safe rescue skills in their approach. Usually, drowning. The studies have suggest that higher drowning rates among males are due to increased exposure to water and riskier behavior as swimming alone, drinking alcohol, and swimming alone with and boating alone. Another risk is access to water, that is there is increased access to water to is another risk for factor for drowning. And flood disaster, in flood disasters usually drowning accounts about 75% of deaths in flood disasters. Usually more frequently we will see the uh, drowning in the floods. And traveling and water, daily communicating and journeys made by the migrants usually, and from the overcrowded population and unsafe vessels lacking safety equipment, that is when they are traveling continuously on the water, usually this drowning occurs. And we should know some of the things to prevent this drowning. What are the things? Means many toddlers, they are curious and active and eager to explore them mere surroundings. That is they wanted to find out what is there in the surroundings, and they are attracted to water. It shines and repels splashes and can even make things float, but they do not understand that water can be dangerous, and they aren't old enough to do what is needed in problem. So they should be always along with the parents and some other elders in order to prevent the drowning danger. Coming to the toddler years usually higher drowning risk than any other time. Water safety is important for all ages, but especially for the toddlers 1 to 4 years usually. Why means it is the leading cause of death in this age group. Young children can drown in as little as inch or two of water and can be happen quickly and silently. That's why. And usually unsupervised access to water, swimming pools, hot tubs or splashes, bathtubs, natural bodies of water such as ponds and standing water in homes. For example, 69% usually or children at the age of 4 will have this drowning effect. And then the next one is the create layers of protection to keep your toddler safe. What layers we can create to keep the toddler safe? Means to lower the risk of drowning, usually water related injuries to the children. Usually the American Academy of Pediatrics has provided several layers of protection, like barriers that which help further to reduce the drowning or brief lapses in supervision and normal part of a day when the children are playing in and around water. Close and constant supervision is very essential. Check for water dangers at home and wherever you visit. And research suggests that fencing can prevent more than all the things. And swimming pool drownings of young children. Swimming pools include large inflatable ground pools and temporary pools, and they should be fenced all the four sides, and at least 4 feet height they should be fenced and 4 feet wide. Completely separate the pool from the house. Next one is you have to completely separate the pool from house. Have a self closing and self latching gate that opens away from the pool with the latch at least 54 inches from the ground. Keep the gate locked at all times and check it frequently to be sure it works. Keep toys out of pool area when not in use, and so that the children are not tempted to try to get through the fence during non-swim time. And wells, irrigation and drainage ditches can be, also be careful to prevent the children access to open post holes, while structures like fences, decks, bird houses and flagpoles are being put in. Usually next one is the prevent child from going outside unnoticed. Means always they should be noticed. Use safety gates, door blocks or doorknobs cover to prevent your toddler from going outside or into the garage unnoticed, and make sure siblings and all the family members to know always to close the door behind them so younger children don't fall them out. Empty buckets after each use, and healthy children harness empty water containers immediately after use. Never leave a filled open top water container unattended whenever they are not in use. Be sure they are completely empty. Any liquids in containers also, like buckets and pails used for cleaning or painting, wading pools, coolers with melted ice, large water bowls for pets, trash cans or bins. The bathroom can be a risky place for toddlers. They can topple head first into toilet bowls and fill tub or scald themselves. That's why this bathroom room should be used along with the elders only. Use safety latches or doorknobs covers to keep bathrooms closed and they are not in use. Provide close, constant supervision in and around water. Whenever your toddler is near water or in water, give them very good attention and undivided attention. And it is important to avoid doing anything that would make it hard to stay focused. Use touch supervision in or near the water. The app recommends staying within arm's length, providing constant supervision whether bath time or swim time. Most children drownings inside the home occur in bathtubs, usually during a lapse in adult supervision. Especially during the parties or picnics or at the pool or lake, usually these children should be inspected and constantly with the water watcher. And usually passing a water watcher card to the next is the next responsibility. So said every 15 minutes one member should watch the children. Use life jackets near the lakes and rivers. This also protects the children from drowning. And make sure that they fit properly and are approved by the Coast Guard. And children and others who lack strong swim skills, they should also wear life jackets when are at the pool or water lakes. And swim lessons should be learned for the healthy children by the organizations, and they should recommend swim lessons for the children and parents. And recent studies suggest that water survival skills training and swim lessons can help reduce drowning risk for all children, including those 1 to 4 years. Deciding when to start should be based on the variety of the individual factors. Pediatrician is a good resource to help know if toddler is ready. Be ready to respond. And according to the WHO, usually this is the first time WHO has developed a report dedicated exclusively for the drowning, and the report pointed out that the drowning has been highly overlooked to date, and that a great deal more should be done by the governments and the research and policy communities to prioritize drowning prevention and its integration. The global report on drowning provides recommendations to governments to tailor and implement effective drowning prevention programs to their setting, improve data about drowning. Usually the report is multi-sectoral nature of drowning, and among the UN agencies, governments and NGOs and academic institutions to prevent the drowning. In May 2017, WHO released Preventing Drowning, a implementation guide also. This publication is on the global report on drowning and provides concentrated guidance for drowning prevention practitioners and how to implement drowning prevention interventions. Okay, thank you, ma. Hope you understood about the drowning. We'll continue with the later session.